What's good, guys? We're back at it again with another video to see from the title. Today we actually have a Jaden Ivey Purdue game breakdown. And with Jaden, I'm going to be honest, he's actually, we probably had one or two players like this before on the channel, but with him, he's one of those players that, I actually haven't heard except for, over these past couple of weeks because I follow some, draft pages on Instagram, or I might see some on Twitter. But with him, this is one of those players that I hadn't heard anything about. Hadn't seen any film on, hadn't seen highlights on, and it's weird because even when I was playing, he was actually the class of 2020. So when he was in college, I was still playing in college. So, I like to say I've always been somebody who's always had my ear to the streets. I know, the up and coming prospects, who's coming into college that's supposed to be an impact player, or who's in college who's probably going to get drafted this next year. I've always been kind of aware of that. But with him, hadn't really heard anything about him. And here's why I think that is. He was actually, I'm looking at these rankings, he was actually the 84th ranked player in the class of 2020. 84. And if you know how the rankings work, of course, there's going to be probably top 15, the 5 stars. They always get all the hype, things like that. There's usually one or two that are within probably between that 20 and 50 range that pop when they get to college and end up being, lottery picks. But a player, that low, but lower than 75, it happens every now and then, but, for a player to be actually ranked that low in the ESPN 100 to actually, get on NBA draft radars, it's really a testament to what I tell you guys all the time about don't listen to these rankings, don't listen to these stars. Even if you're watching this and you have no stars, you're not on any draft boards. We said it with Ja, with players like Steph, Dame Lillard. It happens all the time. There are players that get overlooked. They might not have enough eyes on them. They might not have been in the right gym at the right time. But if you work on your game and you stay in that gym, at some point, somebody's going to come find you. So with Jaden, 6'4", shooting guard, but what I've seen a couple highlights already. I won't lie, like I've said over the past couple weeks. So I've seen him handling it a little bit. So I probably consider him more of a combo. But like I just said, this is a little different. A player who this is actually his sophomore season he's in right now. He's averaging, what is he averaging? He's averaging 16, 5 rebounds, 3 assists on 51% shooting from the field, 39% from 3. So those are excellent numbers, especially on Purdue. They were just recently the number one team in the country, college basketball team, and they have All-Americans, all through that team. Travion Williams is a literal All-American coming off the bench, so that's how talented they are. So of course his numbers aren't going to be as high as they really, what they would have been if he was just the main person on the team. But I'm not going to hold you guys up any longer. Let's go.
Jaden Ivey has developed a lot as a shooter from his freshman and sophomore season, jumping from 25% to 39% behind the line. And as you can see here, one of the great signs of a great shooter, even though he missed the first one, hands and feet are ready and doesn't hesitate to take the next one. He's also pretty locked in on the defensive end, coming over to get the block, and once he gets the runway, this is a plus-level athlete who easily finishes above the rim. This might be by design, but either way, this is a great job by Jaden, recognizing that the defender was cheating and then cutting back door for the dunk. He's also a definitive problem in isolation situations because of his quickness and first step. He easily gets by smaller and should be quicker defenders for easy finishes. Again, his three-point range extends to deep behind the line, and if you aren't there on the catch, he's raising up, knockdown. He's also pretty comfortable as a primary ball handler, showing flashes of vision to get his teammates open looks. Because he is so fast with the ball in his hands, there are times when he can get out of control, which can lead to turnovers. Just wanted to give you guys a glimpse into Jaden's defensive intensity. Watch how he slides his feet and doesn't allow himself to get screened. Even though he does end up with a foul call, he still doesn't quit on the play and gets the block. Like I said earlier, once Jaden Ivey gets ahead of steam coming downhill, there aren't many people who can stop him from getting where he wants to go and finishing above the rim. His quickness with the ball in his hands is actually lethal. This is a great move, getting this step by the defender, and this is an extremely tough finish off the glass through contact. Great awareness here, recognizing where the defender's weight is shifted and stopping on a dime for the jumper. He's truly a blur in transition, making one move to get by everybody and easily get to the rim for the lay. Even though this is an extremely makeable lay for Jaden, I still wanted to show you guys other options. If he would have played off 2 or kept his dribble, because he draws so much defensive attention, he actually created open shots for his teammate in the corner and at the top of the key. Like I said, he's continuously locked in on the defensive end, and this is a true freak athlete.
Okay, so Jaden, like I said in the beginning, there aren't many players, and I can say this confidently, there aren't many players that, get to college and end up popping like this, like he has, that I honestly haven't at least heard, a peep from him, just something. Maybe, last year I was just distracted because it was my last year playing, but usually I have an idea of, okay, he's probably going to be a lottery pick. He's going to at least get drafted. He's on this draft board because I usually check, even when I was playing, I used to check the draft boards every now and then just to see, okay, he's going here, and okay, we're going to have to play him. He's here on the boards. But let's just get into Jaden. Bro, to be, the 84th ranked player in your class and to not listen to any of that. I looked at his stats to come out in your freshman year and still average 15, you know what I'm saying? And just looking back at the articles from back then, he was starting to pick up a little traction. There was starting to get a little buzz around him when he averaged 15 in his freshman year. Because honestly, we tell our kids this at the prep all the time, like once you get to college, if you aren't a 5-star, as Vital says, a diaper dandy, a one and done, a lot of the time you coming in, you got to play the role. Like you're not really coming in with the green light, being able to really rock out, show out your game, step backs, fadeaways. No, they want you to go stand in the corner and hit open threes. They want you to come off pick and rolls, just make the pass to the big and not turn the ball over. Especially at Purdue, with the talent they have, it's that's pretty impressive to come out freshman year and average 15. And this year, like I said, they have All-Americans. They were the number 1 team in the country. I think they did lose to Rutgers, so I think they dropped, but like they were the number 1 team in the country, and he's still putting up these numbers. But let's just jump into his game. This kid, like I say all the time, when we watch, college basketball players or even high school basketball players, I say all the time, I've always noticed that pros have this certain, like I've said it before, fluidity to their games. Like Jaden, like he has that. It's kind of weird. It looks like he's floating up the court. You guys saw, like we put it in the breakdown. I tried to slow it down for you guys so you guys can see. Like it almost looks like he's floating up the court, and it's not even hard. He makes one move and he's gone and he's by somebody. He has someone standing in front of him, whether it's in half court or in transition. All he does is twitch once and he's gone and he's right by him and he's getting downhill. And he's either going to dunk on you because he's a freak, or he's going to lay it. He's acrobatic because he has athleticism like that. He can use either hand around the rim. So it's just extremely impressive to see a player, of this caliber. And like I said, he's listed as a shooting guard. But I've seen, like I showed you, coming off the pick and roll, I didn't even put some of the assists in the breakdown that he was having. I watched a couple games, more than just the 2 that we did the breakdown on. But he has a lot of plays coming off the pick and roll where he's hitting the bigs. He's throwing wraparound passes around the big that steps up, the Travion. Like he does this and he has the vision. So that's why I'm saying I consider him more of a combo, than just a straight shooting guard. Because as you can see as well, he has no problem getting off the glass and pushing. And like I just said, he makes one move, he's by everybody, and he gets downhill, and he's on the rim. And one of my favorite parts about him, we'll get back to the offense, but we have to touch on this. This dude is locked in on defense. You know how I feel. You guys know how I feel about defense. I was a defender. Like that was, if anything, I've always loved defense more than offense because, like I've said before, how I look at it, I might not be the best scorer, but if I can lock your best scorer up, that's basically just like me scoring. That's how I feel. Like I locked him up. He didn't get his average, so guess what? Those points that he didn't get, I feel like I almost scored those. So with him, locked in all the time. I showed you guys, he's getting over screens. Now he can be a little overzealous at times, pick up foul calls, but he's moving his feet. He's not letting himself get screened. He's not laying on screens. He's contesting everything. Even when he did get the foul call, he's still getting the block shot. Like he's everywhere. He's in passing lanes, hands, and like you saw, once he gets that steal, once he gets in that open court, this is a legit freak athlete. He windmills. I'm waiting on the East Bay. He probably gonna pull it out at least once this year. Like this dude got bounced. A legitimate plus athlete, even at the next level. Like he's that much of an athlete. But getting back to his offense, like I said, of course he's great in transition. He's great going downhill one-on-one because of his quick first step, his quickness. But he can also shoot the ball. Like for his freshman year, he shot 25% to go to 39%. You know what type of work that is? And on the same number of attempts too. He shot I think it was 4.2 his freshman year. I think he's taking maybe 4.6 now a game. And to make that kind of jump, that's big time. That's just a testament to the work that he actually puts in. Like I said, there's no way that a player who's ranked number 84 in the ESPN 100, granted, yeah, he's in the ESPN 100, but to be ranked that low, now you're a projected top 5 pick. That's the work that he's been putting in. That's not, oh, it didn't happen by luck. No, he's really been putting in that work. You can see, even just looking at his pictures from when he first got to college or freshman year to now he built grown man. Like, so for him, like we still got to look. I still got to go through, okay, who do they have projected in the draft? You know, obviously, you know, they have the big name players, but with him, like, this dude is going to make some noise. He's going to make some noise because he competes on every single possession, not only on offense, but on defense as well. And honestly, you know, there aren't a lot of players that I can say that defensively they're locked in like that every single time down the court. They play two ways. This is a legitimate two-way combo guard. He shoots the ball extremely well, and as you can see, he works on it. And whatever he's not good at, he's going to work on it. He went from 25% to 39% from three. Quick first step, elite athlete, getting by anybody on the court. You put him in transition, he's dunking on you, legitimately dunking on you. Even in half, he's dunking on you. Locked in defensively. You know, I didn't really see a lot of the mid-range pull-up, things like that, but that's going to come. Like I said, this dude is obviously a worker. He has to be to get where he is now, projected top 5 pick, and he definitely earned that. Like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Appreciate you guys watching. Remember, if you want the one-on-one instruction, how to, you know, improve your game on, or just, you know, just advice off the court, or if you want a subscriber breakdown that actually gets posted on the channel, make sure you book me on the website. Remember, follow me on the gram. Like I said, appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next time with the next video.